Breaking: immigration agents just abandoned posts. The invasion just got worse. U.S. Border Patrol has the unenviable job of keeping illegals from crossing the border into the United States. While their job has gotten a lot more complicated, since those who arrive are immediately given many benefits by the liberal laws that govern them now, Border Patrol is still our first line of defense against those who want to enter the United States illegally. This tense battle between law enforcement is complicated by the fact that America is embroiled in a hot political debate about how illegals should be dealt with, and illegals seem to know that. The problem, which is often portrayed as just a few desperate illegals, dribbling over the border, looking for a better life, is not like that at all. Breitbart News reports that not only are there masses of immigrants marching toward our southern border, they're being publicly backed by groups who consider it to be their right to invade us. In fact, they're not even coming from Mexico, although they will end up having to come through it. The most recent push has left border agents in other countries fleeing their borders, in the wake of the roughly 1,500 Central Americans who are marching toward our southern border as fast as they can get there. A caravan of more than 1,500 families, sick, including men, women, and children, are making their way from Central America through Mexico and are expected to arrive at the U.S.-Mexico border in the coming days to request refugee status. Known as the Via Crucis Migrant 2018, the caravan began on March 25 in the state of Chiapas and is expected to reach Tijuana within a month, where the members of the group are expected to request refugee status from the U.S. government. The caravan is organized by the immigrant rights group Pueblos Sin Fronteras, who have been posting updates about the caravan's journey through Mexico. The group is reportedly made up of families from Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras who are fleeing extreme poverty and gang violence. The group has been demanding a stop to the violence. While any large group of people descending on the border of our country should disturb and potentially enrage Americans, the even more frustrating part is that there are groups who publicly endorse and support this movement. It's as if the fact that they're helping people break the law isn't even an issue anymore. Below you can see the translated verbiage from a Facebook post supporting the march. Day 5 of the Via Crucis Migrant 2018, families washing clothing and bathing in the Novillero River in San Pedro Tepanepec, while others in the caravan prepare rice and beans. A group of 350 men just arrived after walking all night from Arriaga. On the last stretch, 2 truckers stopped on the side of the highway and all 350 climbed onto the truck beds to arrive together at dawn. 90 of us arrived last night on a bus after negotiating with the bus company in Arriaga. The border police stopped and boarded us, but we insisted that we are Pueblos Sin Fronteras, 1,500 families without passports but with permission from God to pass freely. The police backed off and we made it to San Pedro, where we found the town fair and played foosball before falling asleep exhausted. We are strong, we are impatient, we are beautiful and fun, and we have dignity, and there are a lot of us. Of the 150 people who flee political repression in Honduras each day, more than 1,000 are with us, roaring Fuera Joe. As we march, we struggle against the corrupt governments of Mexico, Central America, and the USA, and into violence and repression in our countries, and respect and freedom of movement for all migrants. As America braces for the impact of a small army descending on our southern border, Breitbart reports that communities and groups along the way are providing real, tangible support for the encroaching horde of invaders. While the group is made up primarily of individuals who could be considered undocumented by Mexican authorities, officials have stepped aside, Mexico's El Universal reported. Additionally, the group has been thankful to the local governments in various rural communities in southern Mexico for helping the caravan by providing transportation, food, and other aid. The push to the border comes at a time the Trump administration has clashed with the Mexican government over their apparent leniency when dealing with drug cartels, border security, and the payment of walls. As long as illegals have the warm and cuddly persona, there likely won't be any change on the immigration front. However, if there's any hope that we won't be completely taken over by outsiders, we must see this for the invasion that it is. Do you think the government should send the army to meet these outsiders? Let us know in the comments. Comments.